And welcome back to part 7 of Outlast. This time we'll find out what Father Martin wanted to show us, and possibly, depending on how things go, enter the last section of the game, possibly even beating the last section of the game, depending on how well this goes. Because I'm not sure how long it will take. If it takes a really long time, then the last section of the game I'll do next time, but if not, then hey, this could easily be the final part of the main game. Because there really isn't actually that much left of the main game. It's not the longest game in the world. It was an indie game, to be fair. And your first run of the game, when you're going through it yourself, will be far longer than my run of the game. It's just because I've played this game before. I know where most stuff is, and I know what I'm doing most of the time. But yeah, there's not actually that much left. But there's still going to be quite a few more parts yet, because I am doing the Whistleblower expansion as well. Because the Whistleblower expansion is actually quite interesting and adds a nice extra to the plot, and has a bit more of a better setup for the sequel to come rolling in. Assuming the sequel actually follows suit, because the only teaser we've got from it is an upside down burning cross, which that could show anything. That could mean anything. But anyway, we're finding our way through the little chapel-ish area that they've built for themselves up here, to try and find the father, to find out what he's got to show us left. And then afterwards, get out of here. He's got one final message to show us before he wants us to leave. I'm just trying to remember where it is. And you can hear the music's got the deadpan organ going for it. Oh, of course, as soon as I say that, it goes. Oh, the camera went again. Where is it? Oh, that window's smashed. That's where we gotta go then. Yep. God, I mean, look out over all that. Yeah, it's quite a mountainous area, to be fair, this is random asylum. It's a big ass asylum though for one. God hates sickness. God hates money. Oh yeah, we found the father. Yeah, it's the twins as well. They're religious folk here. They don't mind. They don't want to kill us anymore. Oh. There's our lift key, so we can get out of here afterwards. Now this is where we're going to get our final haunting message from the father.
You alone shall escape the tower. This is your penultimate act of witness. The promise of the prophets was always freedom from death. And here it is. You will watch and record my death, my resurrection. And together we will be free. You are no longer in any danger. I fixed the elevator. It will take you to freedom. We will all of us be free. Now, my son.
Yeah, he sacrificed himself to make a final message. The lift will take you to the main exit. He screams for a little while longer before he eventually gives out and dies. I can't believe Father Martin just one-upped Jesus Christ in shitty ways to die. I can't believe I don't believe I'm going to miss him. Oh. Look at my amazing reading ability there. Yeah, the twins will let us go as well. Oh, up through the vent. Yeah, that was something. We haven't got much left now. We've got another Chris Walker section. Just to add to the fun. To be fair, this section took me a while the first time because I got lost. But I think I know where I'm going, so hopefully I shouldn't get lost again. Right, as soon as he bursts through here, I always close this door because it distracts him, so he'll go through this door and won't bother going back out the other door. So you can just make a run for it. Oh, the camera's breaking again. Now where is it? Yeah, I see the vent. This vent, I couldn't find it. I could not spot it at all my first run. Which, yeah, I ended up wasting so much time me trying to just sit around going, where am I supposed to go? Where's the vent? And then Walker finding me and just murdering me. Speaking of which, I've yet to die in this game. In this run, I have yet to die. I'm really surprised. I haven't died once. If I was on the hardest difficulty, then I'd have no choice. The hardest difficulty, you can't save. You have to do it all in one go. But yeah, look, there's the lift. We're on the home stretch now in the game. And if you're doing this on the hardest difficulty, you pretty much count this as victory right now. Because all the other threats in the game from this point onwards are scripted. Oh, it's going to let us through the main exit? No, of course it's not. All the threats from now on are scripted, so if you know where to go, they'll never be able to get you. But yeah, we've got the final section of the game, and we're only like 6 odd minutes in the game. Yeah, we're finishing it. Finishing the game this part. Don't worry about that. We're finishing the game this part. So we've got to find another way out in this old research lab. It's got a very interesting design. Unload screen immediately, of course. But yeah, seriously, this really odd research facility design, the corridors. Then, oh fuck. Something's gone on here. If you remember the security footage from very early on, fuck, whoever finds my corpse, trust no one. I'm not crazy, I know, it's only crazy people say that. But I'm as sane as... yeah, the world around. But yes, if you remember from the security footage we were shown by Father Martin before he made us pass out and woke us up in the prison block. This was the area where the Wall Rider first came in and like massacred a group of security. That door and this door won't open yet. Engine chamber. Yeah, that door, that won't open yet. Close this behind me just to be safe. Fuck. Yeah, you can see where our good old Wall Rider has gone a bit berserk through here. And I think you notice it a lot more because the environment's all white, so the red blood is a lot more noticeable than usual. Oh, another document. These are where the documents start to get a bit more interesting, so if you want you can pause the video and read them. Because they do start to cover the Wall Rider and the experiment that's gone on, so they are more interesting and worth reading. You don't have to, you don't want to, but still. Ooh. Look, the outside world. I think there's another camera thing here. Yeah, the morphogenic engine. And the old Doctor, oh, I forgot his name, but Dr. W, I'm just going to call him, because I know his name starts with a W. The good old Doctor made, because the Doctor started all the Wall Rider project, and oof, that looks charming. Anything here? Apart from more dead and a collapsed staircase. Right, as soon as you go for a certain distance around this corner, immediately do a U-turn on yourself and start moving. Because you can hear it, but I don't know if you can see it. Wall Rider's on our tail. Yeah, there he is. This is what I mean by scriptedness, because as soon as it spawns in, you can just do a U-turn, and all you got to do is just sprint against yourself and don't stop. That's all you got to do for this section. But yeah, this is the first time the Wall Rider can actively kill you, so be wary about that. And oh, fuck's sake. Seriously, this is the ultimate example of what I mean of Chris Walker appearing the fuck out of nowhere for no reason, and now we're gonna watch him get fucked up by Wall Rider. And it's also going to show how you can actually see Wall Rider. You can't see him normally, you have to see him in the night vision. So even though this area is pretty well lit up, you now have your reason to use the night vision again and want to conserve your batteries again. Because you need to be able to spot out Wall Rider, otherwise he'll just kill you. Of all the ways to die, ripped to pieces from the inside, watching your marrow scatter on the concrete wall. You escaped this hell, Chris Walker. God help you, but I hope you don't find another. Yeah, our main character is actually sort of sympathetic for Walker at the end of this. And his Dr. W. Alive.
Technology we have had for decades but never mastered. Murkoff discovered in my research a workaround. Turning the cells in the human body into nanofactories. It's the natural function of cells to produce molecules, but through psychosomatic direction, we engineered the precise molecules necessary. Mind over body. It was foolish and wrong to think we could control it. To use madmen to make something so strong. You have to stop him to murder Billy. Turn off his life support, his anesthesia. You have to undo what I've done. No one can get out of this place while he lives. You must kill him.
We now have our mission. We've got to find Billy, the person that was used in the experiment of the Wall Rider, and kill the bugger, so that we can finally stop the Wall Rider's movements and get away from here safely. So I just want to have a look and see if there's anything here, any last secret documents. Oh, more blood, more ribs, more dead people. Anything in here? No, there's a lot of blooded toilets. I'm sure there's something interesting in one of them. I'll have a quick check. No. Nope. Oh, nearly. Oh, there he is. Oof. I'm going to assume there's nothing else interesting then. Because those are blood and dead bodies. This bit open? Oh, more bathrooms. Oh, this is the only door closed, so there might be something interesting. Oh, there's more blood. Right, this section here can be very, very easily dealt with. It's called as soon as the Wall Rider sprint past him. You might have seen him for a split second there. If you get really close to Wall Rider, you'll see him even without the night vision, but if you're close enough to see him without the night vision, you're too close. But yeah, you could sprint straight past him there. I don't know if that works on the harder difficulties. You might have to like lure him around in some way or another, but yeah, that's how I've always dealt with him. Yeah. Oh yeah, for some reason you can go through walls, but you won't go through that. Oh fuck, even more dead people. Yeah, we're definitely approaching the final stand of this game now. Because I think it's at the end of this corridor is like this big almighty door. Yeah, this big almighty door. And on the other side of it's where Billy's being held. So yeah, this is where the game's grand finale is going to take place. Some of the feed chambers, rituals. Billy is in the centre of it. Find him, kill him, end this. Yeah. And the door opens for us. Oh. Turn off the valve for the life support. I know where that is. There's another document here. Like I said, if you want to read it, pause the video. And here's Billy. The dude's supposed to be about 23 years old, he looks about 50 as this. Killing you would be an act of kindness. Oh. And that video they're showing, that the video has a lot more importance in the expansion, because they explain what the video actually does a lot more, but it's something in the video that helps make these nutters, well, nuttier, and see things that they shouldn't see. and it has a lot to do with everything that's going on, but it gets more important as it goes on. This is Billy's lungs, his liver, his life support, his everything. And more blood. Seriously, that proper chaos exploded out here. And the music's getting just that bit more intense. Oh, there's another document. Anything else in here? Anything? I'd say that was a no, and so I'm guessing the life support valve's over here. Yeah, I see it. Right, as soon as you turn this, run. Because, as you can hear, our good old friend the Wall Rider is giving chase again. So don't hang around. Yeah. Yeah, creepy fucker. Oh yeah, he's right on our tail. Yeah, no, wrong way. That's what I'm using the triggers to do a quick look behind you, you end up running into shit. That's not going to do much, but I wanted to use it as an opportunity to try and look behind me. And the other thing we need to do, because there's one more thing we need to do before we can kill Bill, and let's go right to the other end and pretty much do the same. There's another gizmo on the other side you got to turn off. That's a long climb. Hey, we got to do it to stop this guy. So I'd stop Wall Rider, not some guy. It's a killing Bill to stop Wall Rider. So this is a long old climb. I don't think you'd survive if you fell this. Yeah, that could happen. Oh, that's a long drop. Oh, hello, Wall Rider. I'm going to just keep on running while the music gets just a bit more intense, where we're getting chased by a demonic ghost. And then once again, it won't go through here for some stupid reason. I think it would, but no. Oh, more documents. We haven't seen enough of them. I think we have like 2 rows full, because like it stacks it all in rows when you go back looking for them. Now we need to disable his the fail-safe that will kill him. And that roar was once again our good old Wall Rider letting us know he's not too amused. But now we get a bit of a fun section. Because you know I said this fall should really kill us. Because it really should. Well, yeah. Hello! Angry Wall Rider. And oof. You shouldn't be able to get up from that, just saying. And Wall Rider is chasing us again, so you just want to get up and start running. Because seriously, you wouldn't survive that. I know it's video game logic, so you're not supposed to really question it, but my god, he just took it like it was like a champ and just carried on. Because what we're trying to get to turn off is this here. As soon as you press this, yeah, you've pretty much beaten the game. Because Billy's gonna die. Wall Rider's gonna lose his shit. Because Wall Rider doesn't want to, like, you know, stop existing. And now you've just took away the only thing he can use to support himself in the world, so he's going to go ballistic. Lost it out though. Ooh. Yeah, the sounds that poor Miles here is making are probably very realistic, actually, compared to what we've just had. Because he's proper, like, wailing there, and there's just silence once he hits the ground. Oh. So nearly there. New objective, get out. You don't need the camera, really. It's going to be quite a struggle, but we are going to have to work our way back to the lift and get out of here and maybe find some help. Come on. You can do it, Miles. Ugh. You can hear how much he's struggling. Come on, let's go. We can do this. With your busted leg. God, when you think about it, we've really suffered so far. Like, we've lost both 2 fingers, the camera's been smashed, our leg's, like, dysfunctional. We've been thrown around, we've been dropped from a great height, twice. Come on. Oof. Oh no. Yeah, this is the ending, ladies and gentlemen.
You have become the host. What is that thing?
When Billy died, the Wall Rider made us its new host, which is why it sort of like went into our body just before Billy died and dropped us. Which meant when we got out there and Dr. W wanted to cover everything up and try and stop any kind of evidence of there being there, he brought his own little security team to mow down Miles, because they knew that Miles knew what was going on. But they were completely unaware the Wall Rider had made them the host until it was too late. The Wall Rider escaped their body and massacred all of them. Yeah, and that's the ending of the main game. But it's not over yet. We've still got the Whistleblower expansion to do. This is just the main game and the end of Miles. Yeah, this game, I remember it being short, and I know it's an indie game, so I remember it being short, but I'm sure my first run of it was about 4 hours, not 2 and a bit. Hopefully the Whistleblower expansion will fix the rest of that, even if it is even shorter. But yeah, this has been Outlast, an interesting hide-and-seek like survival horror that took my interest back when I first played it and really enjoyed it. It has its problems, like Chris Walker fucking being everywhere, losing all sense of horror after a while. Or like the odd glitch, like at the end of one of the episodes a chair was missing. But other than that, it's a very, very fun game, and I view this game very highly for what it managed to accomplish for such a small team and such a small budget. Well, I say such a small team, the credit's going to do everything in its power to prove me wrong, but the point stands. It was an indie team, and they didn't have the same funding as a AAA company would. They were very working off the bare bones, yet they managed to pull off a very impressive game, and I'm very looking forward to the sequel when that's supposed to come out near the end of the year. And the sequel I'll probably do for this channel as well at some point, just because I enjoyed this one, so I'm sure the sequel will be equally as fun. But I probably won't when it comes out straight away. I'll probably like go for it a few times, get a bit of experience, wait until it's got a little bit of time on it, and then go for it. Because you know what will happen when Outlast 2 comes out, you'll have all these major YouTubers go around like Mark or Pewds or Yamimash or whatever, let's playing it, screaming their lungs out at the slightest jump in the game, making them attract all the attention of the game, and then me just doing my own thing, being as critical and as cynical as I am, and just not being too bothered about the jumps and things like that. I'd just, yeah, I'd be forgotten about. So I'll wait for the game to die down and settle a little before I'd do the sequel. But still, our time with Outlast is not yet finished. I don't know when I'm going to get to it, but soon I'm going to start recording the Whistleblower expansion. And I'll start getting that to you guys as soon as, hopefully during the week. And then after that, oh, I have no idea what I'm going to do next. But until then,